Hello, you amazing friends. Welcome to our networking Zoom, the first for spring in beautiful Australia, and welcome to all you winners across the world. Can you please unmute just for a second and give the person next to you a round of applause? Unmute for a second and give that person next to you a round of applause. So good having you with us. And I just got to say, it's just an absolute honor to have you with us. Now, just to let you know, we've got a great event wherever you are from across the world. We love you. This is being done live from Sydney, where we manufacture COVID by the hundreds every day. So it's just great being here. I'll tell you what, lockdown's going on. So if you're in lockdown, I'm in one too. My heart goes out to you. And I hope you stay strong. So I want to say a big welcome. We've got an incredible show tonight for you, incredible winners. And I just want to say, out of all the Zooms I've run, this is the best looking group of people ever. I've only let good looking people in. So I kicked out a bunch of ugly people. So if you hear it means you're good looking, it means you're beautiful, and a big welcome. So got a great night tonight. We've got the wonderful Juanita Smith speaking later, which is very excited about. But before we get up to my legendary friend, Juanita Smith, I want to bounce over to one of our meetup leaders. And of course, I see the amazing Mae Chang. And Mae Chang actually helps us run our Sydney meetups, assuming we're allowed to leave our homes. Mae Chang, how are you? So good having you with us.
Thank you very much, Ed. It's such a pleasure to see so many smiling faces from so different walks of life in different countries and cities and towns and regional.
I know. And I was going to ask you, Mae, how's your new book coming along?
The new book is chugging along and gaining traction. So I'll just quickly show you. So this is my copy, which I said, oh, I better cover it just because I'll be handling it so much. Just reading over through. It's kind of in a way exciting when you do kind of like download your thoughts into print. But then when you start seeing it again, you're thinking, oh, did I really create that? That's like a little baby, right? But I think the interesting thing is when those of you have written books, or those of you who may have in plan to write a book, is like, whoa, that's our sexy brain down in print.
Oh, extremely sexy brain. Now I was going to ask you, Mae, what are your tips for everyone to get the most out of this Zoom experience? What are your networking tips to everyone, Mae?
I think that if you have given the opportunity to do a couple of seconds pitch, go for it and really just show your authentic self. And, that kind of like cheeky nature that comes across, because while we have a room full of everybody, not possible to perhaps kind of engage with all, but between now and the next catch up, why not have virtual coffees or tea with a selected few and say, I'm going to get to know those people.
Oh, well said, Mae. I've got to say, you're not only good looking, you're absolutely brilliant. Can we give Mae a round of applause? Mae, we love your work. And speaking of good looking and brilliant, we've got another one of our meetup leaders on the line. We've got the amazing Amir Meshal. Speaking of good looking and brilliant, Amir, how are you? What's news and what's happening in the world of your fast lane?
Edward Z, things are going fantastic. I've been reading a really good book by Mae Chang. It's revolutionizing things. I love the way how things are put down into a very simple to read thing, so I don't need a dictionary, but it hits home. So many of the branding things are true, and it doesn't matter whether your brand is a technological one, whether it's real estate like me. I'm a buyer's agent, so for me, I deal mostly with real estate agents to real estate agents, but brands at the end of the day are just representations of the people behind the brands. So unless you've gone shareholder and gone massively global with an faceless logo, at the end of the day, it's still a brand.
Yeah.
So I'm having fun. And Ed, congratulations to you. I see you've crossed across another 100,000. I know your business page has been smashing it for years, but now your personal page is 100,000 followers. Holy mackerel.
No, thank you. It's good. So I'm really happy with it. But I got to say, it's thanks to you and thanks to people like you and everyone here supporting me. So this is to you all, and thank you.
Well said.
And Amir, just before you dash, I just want to ask you, what are your tips for everyone, your networking tips for everyone to get the most out of the Zoom, Amir?
Well, every week that I show up on this Thursday, I meet somebody completely new. And I guess the reason for that is this is a generic, brandless, faceless, let's meet everybody. But the thing about a Zoom is instead of somebody just putting a chat on LinkedIn or on some of the other nameless social media mogul type of stuff, you're meeting the real people behind the brands.
Yeah.
So this room is full of humans. Find out what value the human that you're speaking to can add to your life.
Well said. And Amir, I've got to say a big thank you. And can we give Amir a round of applause? Amir, we absolutely love your work. And just as well, Amir prompted me on this one, as well as part of this networking Zoom, please use the chat. What I love about Zoom, Zoom's got a really good chat feature. If you're not familiar with it, you can talk to people privately. You can share links to your webinars, your own events. Just please use the chat. Please use the chat and please get into it. And of course, as well, we've got the, I now call her the Mysterious Commander. We have got, in fact, I'm no longer the Mysterious Commander. I think Lassie is definitely the Mysterious Commander. Can we give Lassie a big round of applause? Lassie works very, very hard behind the scenes and we absolutely appreciate her. And Lassie's up to 78,000 followers. So if you can make sure you like, share and comment on Lassie's stuff, that would be awesome. So big thank you. And it's just great having you all with us. And I noticed as well, I want to bounce over to the legendary Zev. Zev is in the amazing Washington, D.C. He lives not too far from the White House. And this guy rolled out of bed at some unholy hour to join us. And Zev, I just want to say, I want to agree with everyone's sentiments. I've got no hair, so I have this issue, but how do you have such good rolled out of bed hair? How do you do that? Do you just sleep with hair like that?
I get in front of the mirror before I get in front of you. Otherwise, who knows? But thank you for that nice introduction. As you know, I work with couples, reconnecting them, helping them meet their desires. As you know, a lot of couples don't do that, and the pandemic hasn't helped that at all.
Yeah.
There are many stories, and as we go through the year, unfortunately, there will be horror stories about what transpired. But here in America, in DC, today was like we got the hurricane, the remnants of the hurricane, and it went right to New York and flooded New York.
Oh, God.
If you'll see the news, you'll see New York being flooded. The subways are flooded. We have, Afghanistan, we got new COVID stuff. We got everybody ready to kill each other here. Things are difficult, and I don't think I've ever seen it this way. Really, I don't think that I've ever seen it this way. The good thing is I brought a guest tonight.
Ooh.
I brought a guest from Sydney, and her name is Sue Voigt, and she is a fabulous coach, and I have taken her on to kick my butt and to make sure that I stay in my lane, and she's very compassionate she has a compassionate foot, and I appreciate, that kind of compassion when it comes to my butt. So it's been very helpful, and I hope that you'll all get to know her because she lives in Sydney. So find her somewhere. She's around here somewhere, and perhaps she can introduce herself and tell you what she does herself. She's and she's been around success for a long time, and really understands what it takes for people to be successful. So I think you'll enjoy her, and I'm glad you showed up.
Zev, round of applause to you, Zev. Love your generosity. And with that intro, we can't let Sue Voigt just hide behind a barrel. We have to hear from Sue Voigt. Sue, great having you with us. Please feel free to unmute and say hello, Sue.
Thank you very much, Edward. And thank you so much, Zev, for that beautiful introduction. It really was really beautiful. Thank you so much. All the way from Washington there. I help coaches to launch their coaching business, and I've been around business for a long time and been in the coaching industry for the past probably about 3 or 4 years, seeing all the back end stuff as well as the front end stuff. So It's been an incredible learning experience for me, and I'm out here now helping new coaches, basically new coaches or people that are challenged with technology that we have nowadays, in helping them to get their coaching business out there in the world and create leads and obviously paying clients. That's what we all want, paying clients.
Oh, wonderful. Now, Zev mentioned that you're in Sydney. So Lassie and I. What suburb or what part of town do you live in, Sue?
So I'm in Ryde.
Right. Well, we're in Northmead. We're approximately a 13, 14, maybe probably a 17-minute drive from you.
Yes, you're not very far away.
There you go. But now, Sue, just want to say welcome. Please share your LinkedIn links. Can we give Sue a round of applause, Sue?
Thank you.
I say love your work. Pleasure. Now, I've noticed as well, we've got Christine Bell on the line. I love Christine Bell. She just freaked out when I called her name, but I definitely got my eye. Christine, it's so good to see you. How have you been?
It's been a while. We were meant to catch up and we haven't really been able to yet.
I know. Tell us now, you're a powerful customer insight strategist, a top market researcher. Tell us a bit about what you've been working on, Christine.
So basically, I've been working on my online course, which is all around how you can do your own market research and turn customer insights into strategies. So I'm working on that, and it is taking a little bit of a while, but it's going to be on Teachable. In the meantime, I'm doing free webinars. So I've got a free webinar on Tuesday night on how to create your own powerful, unique value proposition. So I'll put out the invite. It's free. And other than that, I've been working with consulting. So I've been actually making some money again, thankfully. Did go a bit quiet last year because of COVID. But thankfully, yeah, there are some industries that are booming. So I've got some work through that.
Well, you are very well known, highly regarded. I can't imagine you not having worked for that long.
Yes, I had a whole year and 3 months without any work.
Wow.
Well, a little bit of work. I meant consulting work, but I did have some training and coaching work.
Well, good.
I had to change. With my business, that's what it's all about. When you got one obstacle, so you got to look at the new opportunities, find the opportunities with the customers and go for it. So it's going to be training and coaching, which is, I'm really excited about it. I'm doing work for university tomorrow. So they got the founders incubator for entrepreneurial women. So I'm teaching them tomorrow a masterclass on customer insights.
Wow. Well, congratulations. Strength to strength, Christine.
And good.
Now, I was going to say, when's your webinar again? And do you have a link you can share with us so people can book in?
Yes, Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Sydney time. And I'll put the link in just now, and it's on my LinkedIn anyway. So I'll put it in now. Find it and put it in.
Legendary. Christine, round of applause to you. So good having you.
We must catch up when we can again. Hopefully someday we'll be let out again.
When things open up, I'll give you a call and I'll come visit you.
See you in half a year.
See you 2025 if I don't get arrested by the AFP. Nice one.
Bye.
Pleasure. And also, too, I've noticed we've got the legendary Piero on the line. Piero was busy doing fatherly duties before, and he's all back. And Piero helps us run one of our meetup leaders in Canberra. How are you, Piero? What's happening?
I'm well, thank you, Edward. Well, as you said it, I was fathering a moment ago. Prior to that, I was nursing the baby while I was on Clubhouse, running a room and moderating this and doing that. What have I been up to? Well, it's homeschooling, it's home life, dad life, work life, you name it, life. I love life.
Oh, and I'm going to say, you've been kicking butt. Tell us a bit about what you do and how you help people, Piero.
Well, I just received a magazine editorial from the top 40 under 40 entrepreneurs in Australia. And I just, some of the things that I was doing is much like this, Edward. During COVID, I set up a business matrix group, which was all for startups about how to create an online program. I've got my own online programs. You could read the bios. You can check out the link tree. I prefer, Edward, because I know what question's coming next. I prefer to bring and share what you do to my network. So I just want to congratulate Christine if she's on. She may not be. She might be working. But, this is what it's all about. And each week I'll always mention how thankful I am to Edward and Lassie. And that is purely because, I see their vision and I bring people here. I bring people from my network here because this is priceless networking. There are people in this group. that I reach out to that have reached out to me. There's some collaborations that are going on within this group. This here is completely priceless, regardless of anything that you can think of. I've been in business for nearly 2 decades. And this is actually so much more beneficial than just normal marketing.
Oh, Piero, just so well said. And thank you for that. I'm still not going to let you off the hook, though. Can you tell us exactly how you help people?
Edward, I'm a counseling psychology practitioner of modern applied psychology. Now, there's a big difference between psychology and modern applied psychology. Modern applied psychology is basically, well, I'm not gonna shortcut myself that way. I'm a maverick coach.
Ooh.
So I'm not just a coach. I'm not just a life coach. I've got more than 10 modalities in my tool belt. You can check my bios and so forth. It's more about helping people transform. And one of the programs that I run is called Addicted to Grow. Everybody in some way has either a healthy or an unhealthy addiction. And when you learn where that comes from, you can transform that into growth habits. So, what I do is, I believe, priceless as well. But obviously that value to people is what they're willing to invest into themselves.
Well said. I've got addictions everywhere. So round of applause to you, Piero. I'm a walking addiction. So there you go. I have nothing but respect for you. Love your work, Piero. And Piero, again, helps us run our Canberra meetup. So big thank you to you, Piero. Really appreciate it. And speaking about winning and success, we've got my friend Sheena Kane on the line. Now, I'm a huge Sheena Kane buff, truth be told. And Sheena actually came to our webinar on Monday night where we talked about toxic people. And I loved your contributions on toxic people, Sheena. They were in the zone.
Thank you. It's one of the more negative things I have to deal with in the workplace, being the fair work expert, and helping companies, I guess, either bring the behaviour back down to normal or help them find happiness somewhere else.
Just on that one, I know this is a very general question, but when you're dealing with toxic people in the workplace, what's one of the first things that you do in dealing with these sort of characters?
Okay, quite often it will be investigating perhaps 2 conflicting stories to find out, on balance, what are we actually seeing? Is the behaviour that's being complained about real? Is it somebody's perception? And also different degrees of, have we got somebody that's just maybe not the best person socially, or have we got somebody that's really toxic and we need to start squeezing them out?
Oof. There we go. I got to say, all I want to do is I want to be friends with you and stay on your good side, Sheena. And just so I understand, for the sake of the audience, you're a HR consultant. You help protect companies and people. Is that a fair way of summarising you?
That's a great way of summarising it. So helping companies do the right thing in the first place.
Oh, beautiful. And also, too, as an honourable mention as well, Sheena Kane, I lived there for a few years, lives in a beautiful part of Australia called the Yarra Valley. I lived there for a few years. Would you say it's a beautiful wine growing region with incredible art and forests?
Oh, definitely. I'm walking distance from the redwood forest, and we do grow or produce some beautiful wines with different characters over a very big area. So when it's legal, well worth the drive.
Oh, my God. There you go. Sheena, we love your work. Round of applause to you, Sheena, and just want to say a big thank you. And I just noticed as well, one of our other meetup leaders has snuck in today. She doesn't get on these Zooms very often, but she's from New South Wales Central Coast, which is full of beaches and beautiful shores. And she's, I suppose she's a cousin. She comes from an Armenian background, not too far from a Persian background. And Annette Tavishian is just a winner on every level, and she deals with reality. Annette, it's so good having you with us. Do you feel like saying a quick hello? We don't get you here very often. I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, hi, Anne. Hi, everyone. I've actually snuck away from my little juggling act like Pierre. So I've been just doing mum life today, homeschooling, and juggling the business life. So yeah, just got the opportunity, got the kids in bed quick smart and jumped on this and got a quick kiss from my daughter and said, go back to your bed now. And here I am. So yeah, very excited to be here. I don't get on very often.
I know. And just for the sake of the audience, Annette helps us run our meetup groups in the beautiful New South Wales Central Coast. And Annette, can you tell us a bit about how you help people?
Yeah, so Ed, I do self-worth, self-confidence, and self-esteem coaching. So basically, I work with women, and if there are any issues with your self-worth, how you're feeling about yourself, how you're feeling about life. I mean, especially now with COVID, things are going backwards. So I'm here to help you. I've also recently applied to be a counsellor as well. So I now have my counselling all sorted. So I'm doing counselling and coaching. So one-on-one coaching, and I'm launching lots of stuff in October. So I'm launching a new show as well called Inspiring Stories. So you'll probably be hearing about that on my feed very soon.
And also, too, you're launching your own personal development vault, and we're actually launching a meetup dedicated in your honour, aren't we, Annette Division?
Yes, you are. Yep, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you.
So send me the details so we can get it loaded, Annette. That'll be good.
Very excited, but no, it's wonderful to get on these. It's not the same as our Sydney ones, but it's good enough.
I think it's good. The Sydney ones are a bit of a hustle and bustle. In the Central Coast, you guys are just so happy and vibrant. We're all a bit like New Yorkers. We're all fast-paced, aggressive, and depressed in Sydney, but you're all so happy and vibrant in the Central Coast.
So it's the sea air.
Exactly. The sea air just, yeah, exactly. And Richard Thomas said it well. Central Coast is very cruisy. But no, I got to say, we love your work, Annette. And Annette, so great having you with us.
Thanks for having me on.
Round of applause to Annette. I've known Annette for years, an amazing lady. Hey, also, just a quick honourable mention. We're about to go to the speaker slot, not the speaker slot, the legendary speaker slot. Now, legendary speaker today is Juanita Smith, and I'm very excited. But before we get to Juanita, I just want to share just a few quick things with you. So firstly, what I want you to do is please book into our next meetup right now. Our next international Zoom is next Thursday, 8 p.m. Sydney time. I'm going to share the link with you right now. You know the deal. Please click this link right now and book on in. If there's anyone that that would come to our events, please invite them. We really appreciate it as we grow that way. The other thing I want to share with you as well, as an update as well, our Monday night live webinars are now being done over Zoom. We got a lot of feedback from you saying, Ed, we want more networking. So our Monday night live webinars are now Monday, 8 p.m. Sydney time over Zoom. So it's a mixture of educational content with me, plus as well networking. Our next one is coming up this Monday, and it's been asked for you. It's part 3 of how to get 100,000 plus views a day as a Google reviewer. So as a lot of you know, as one of my side roles, I'm one of Australia's top Google reviewers, and I get seen at least 100,000 times a day on Google reviews. So if you want to learn my secrets, book into this free Zoom. Just all there. It's all interested. So what I want to do is, I know, so we just had Phoebe Lay sneak on in like a ninja through the roof. So we'll just bounce over to Phoebe Lay. Then we're going to go into Juanita Smith territory, which I'm very excited about. But Phoebe, it's so good having you with us. You always sneak in through the ceiling. I like it.
Hey, Ed, it's so good to be here. Hi, everyone. Really, really good to see you all the familiar faces.
So good having you with us. We're going to take a group photo soon as well. Phoebe, can you tell us a bit about you and how you help people and what you do?
Yeah, absolutely. So for those that don't know me, I'm a social media marketing coach, and I run my own digital marketing agency that basically helps my clients with content creation and community management using social media, as well as other fun marketing things like Facebook ads, YouTube, all that stuff. So pretty much I wanted to celebrate yesterday, one of my LinkedIn posts reached over 100,000 views organically. Very
yes.
Yes. And just posts like reach these days have been in the thousands. So it's been really awesome, and it's really great to have clients that we help write content for and helping them reach more views as well, and connecting with their ideal clients using social media. So that's me.
Oh, power to you, Phoebe. It's so good having you with us. And are you in Melbourne or Sydney right now?
I'm back in Melbourne at the moment and can't wait to get back to Sydney as soon as I can. I really miss you guys over there.
Yeah, and we need you. Sydney's not the same without you, Phoebe.
It's not the same being back in Melbourne, that's for sure.
That's for sure. But the coffee is better, I'll give you that. Round of applause to Phoebe. Yes. Phoebe. Love your work. Now,
thanks, everyone.
Pleasure. We're going to bounce over to Juanita Smith in just a moment, but before we do, it's time to take some group photos. Now, the way you take a group photo is this. You want to get closer to the webcam so we can see your beautiful face, and you want to look straight in the lens so your eyes are on camera and do a cool pose. And we're going to do it twice because I've got 2 screens to work over, okay? So turn on your webcams, look at the lens, smile, do something cool. 3, 2, 1, smile, and hold the pose. Hold the pose. So sexy. That is image 1. We're all a bunch of very, very good looking people. We're going to do it again because there's 2 screens to work over. So poor Tim's obviously had a long day, Tim Beanland. So what we're going to do is get you up soon, Tim. So in fact, let's do a yawning pose like we just bored as. Like this is the most dumbest, boringest Zoom you've been to. Oh, hold the pose. Oh. There we go, legendary. Yeah, this is the most dumbest Zoom you've been to and you're all looking beautiful. Nah, just kidding. We're not a dumb Zoom because it's not you make it brilliant. You absolute winners make it brilliant. So big thank you. So we'll share those photos. So what we're going to do now is we are up to our heroic speaker, our legendary heroic speaker. And what I want you to do is as we listen to this legendary heroic speaker, about 5 or 10 minutes, please use the chat, keep networking with each other, keep sharing your stuff. And also engage as well with what the heroic speakers did. And just before that, Lassie just did a quick share. I want you to do it now. Lassie has just put up our networking post. So what I want you to do is click that link right now that Lassie's done. Click that link right now. It's going to take you to Lassie's networking post. I want you to leave a like, a share, and a comment. So power to you. And I'm the first one in there. So quick jump in there. Love your work and shared, Lassie. I think I got in first. I don't know. But make sure you like, share, and comment on Lassie's networking post. And also, too, please connect with everyone. Connect with everyone on the Zoom and make it work for you. So without further ado, what I want to do is I want to bounce over to the powerhouse Juanita Smith. She is one of Sydney's top hypnotherapists. She owns multiple clinics. She's very highly regarded. I know quite a few clients who have confidentially told me how great she is, and I haven't even told her which clients they are because they told me not to tell her, but she is an amazing and dangerous lady. Juanita, it's so good having you with us. How are you and how's life? You'll have to unmute though, Juanita, I'm afraid.
Yeah, done it. All right. Hi, Ed. Thank you. Thanks for giving me the opportunity. Hi, everybody. And I'm just going to share my screen.
Please.
Yeah.
And you're using Windows 10? Good. You're not an Apple user. I like it already. There you go.
Yeah. Both my daughters have Apple, and I still can't work out an Apple computer, even though I've got an Apple iPhone.
So are you saying that Windows and Microsoft is better than Apple? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Oh, round of applause for Juanita. Round of applause. God bless you. Now, seriously, Juanita, we're so honoured to have you with us. What we're going to do is I want to give you the floor and I'm just going to interrupt with cool questions and asks. So please take us through what you want to take us through and just thank you again and so honoured to have you with us. And everyone keep the chat and the questions going.
Sure. Okay. Thanks, Ed. So I'm Juanita from Activate Hypnotherapy, and I'm so excited to be able to share a little bit about me with all of you tonight, all you amazing people, and just give you a little bit of a snapshot about hypnosis and how it works. So I have, as Ed mentioned, I've got 2 busy clinics here in Sydney. I'm also the author of my book, Is It a Habit or an Addiction? And I also train and mentor therapists to all, everything I've learned over the years and all the incredible techniques and processes that I use myself. And I specialize in trauma and addictions and unwanted habits. But, people can book in with me for anything that you would go to a hypnotherapist for. So like most of you, I think, or most of you at least, are small business owners. And so I wanted to, before I shared more about myself, I thought I'd, give you share one tip. When I first started my business, I did move very, very quickly. As soon as I started my business, I needed to make good money very, very quickly. And so my business was up and running in a very short time and it was growing exponentially. And so my tip to you, if you're not quite where you want to be with your marketing, or if you want to increase what you're doing, is to find your niche. So what I did when I started out was I picked my niche, and so find your niche, you market your niche, Never market yourself, market to the need of the audience, become really good at it, be the best, go deep and narrow, perfect it. So when I started, my niche was quit smoking hypnosis, 2-hour session, 97% success rate, lifetime guarantee. And that was the foundation of my business. So I've actually, for clinic, I've actually never advertised or marketed anything else. I just gave the audience what they were looking for. They wanted a solution to their issue. 2-hour session, 97% success rate, lifetime guarantee after struggling to quit for so long. So, all the other methods out there are like 5% success rate, 10% success rate. And it really is a huge a monkey on a back for a smoker trying to quit. It really is, if anyone's ever been a smoker themselves. So the foundation of my business has been quit smoking. I've never advertised anything else, but from that, I get just as many people coming to me for trauma, for anxiety, for phobias, for depression, for weight loss, all sorts of things. And it's all just come off the back of quit smoking. So I thought just to find out, to understand why I do what I do, I thought I'd just share my story. So when I was born, my mother was so traumatized from her life that she would be found passed out on prescription medication, leaving my 7-year-old brother to look after me. So I got so sick from the neglect, I actually lost most of my hearing. And at the age of 2, my brother and I were taken off our mother and put in a home. And then shortly after that, we were split up. So I only saw my brother a handful of times when I was growing up. And so that's on a rare visiting day with my brother. He was my hero at that time. But by the time I was a teenager, I barely remembered him. And that was a rare visit with my mother. I hardly saw my mother as a child either. And so my mother and her sisters, my mother's on the left, her and her sisters, they were a victim of the New Zealand 1950s, 1940s, 1950s social welfare system. So they were physically, mentally, verbally, emotionally abused while they were growing up in different foster homes and so forth. And so they actually never overcome their trauma. They really were broken people battling different addictions. And that's just passed on in our family from generation to generation, and just even the next generation after them. So I could have easily also gone down that path of trauma and addiction, but instead I chose to choose a path of healing, self-discovery, and helping other people. And so when I work with people to overcome trauma and addiction, I'm really working from a place of compassion and deep understanding. And so this was my mother not long before she passed away. And I don't know how old you think she looked there, but she was actually 67. So she was really very young, but looked so much older than her years. And that's when my daughter, my oldest daughter, Amelia, in that picture with her, who's now 16. And so this is our family now. So I've been with my partner, Ronnie, for over 22 years, and our girls, Amelia and Ruby.
Can I just jump in for a second, Juanita?
Sure.
Your husband's really good looking. I just want to share that with you. Really good looking guy.
And how old do you think he is?
Probably like late 30s, maybe, something like that,
He's 57.
Oh, my God. I want to look like him when I'm 57. That's all I'm going to say on that topic.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll pass on the compliment to him. Yeah, thanks for that. Okay, so here's some photos of me training our amazing fast track training course with the Academy of Therapeutic Hypnosis with some of the students. It's an amazing course. I love doing the training. And so what happened was, as I said before, I got that foundation of the quit smoking. My business grew so fast, so exponentially, from just word of mouth, people getting amazing results with smoking, and also getting a lot of referrals from, medical and health professionals because their patients have seen me. So it really grew like that. So I just found I was sometimes, seeing 4 to 6, clients a day for addiction. So I was just repeating myself over and over again. So I thought I'd put it into a book. So my book, Is It a Habit or an Addiction?, lays out my step-by-step system to take back control and gain freedom. And it actually won an award, a bronze medal at the ELIT Awards, which I'm very proud of. And so what most people that come to me know very, very little about hypnosis. So often I get the question, are you going to make me cluck like a chicken? And I usually reply, no, and I won't steal your kidney either. And so people are quite nervous because they think they're going to lose control, but it's not like that whatsoever. Hypnosis accesses the powerful process of the unconscious mind to facilitate change, healing, and so much more. It's safe, it's natural yet powerful. You're in an awake state. You're in a state of relaxation, you're in control. And all hypnosis is self-hypnosis, all healing is self-healing. So no one can be made to do something they don't want to do as well. And so you go into, a trance state all the time. So hypnosis is just a trance state. And you're in that exact same natural trance state 7 to 10 times a day. So you drift in and out of that when you're driving, when you're engrossed in a good book, when you're meditating, when you're watching a movie, yoga, running, daydreaming. You're not constantly, if we were constantly in awake beta brainwave states, we would be dead because we all would have had heart attacks. And so hypnosis can break unwanted habits and addictions such as smoking, food, drugs, alcohol, and gambling, attain and maintain a healthy weight, help overcome phobias, overcome anxiety and panic attacks, heal past trauma. So when I work with people, we work very, very deep. We uplift stuff. A lot of people that come to me, so I became very specialised in trauma because often when I'm working with people for addictions, it's just a symptom of something deeper going on. And so working with trauma, sometimes you're uplifting stuff that's been dormant for decades. And so you're lifting it up, letting it go, peeling away the layers. And so people comment that they feel lighter, they feel happier, they feel more at peace, they feel calmer. It's absolutely transformational. And also pain management as well. And, people come to me to gain confidence, happiness, motivation, self-belief, empowerment. In fact, you can use hypnosis to change anything at all in your life. So why are some people naturally confident, happy, full of energy, whilst other people are unmotivated and full of self-doubt, anxiety, uncertainty, and some people even reach breaking point and can't even cope with their life? Well, this is because 95% of our mind is unconscious. So we're doing 95% of things unconsciously. And that comes from unconscious programming. So we're basically all walking around on programming. And this comes from, I'm going to explain it on the mind model diagrams. So this is a mind model diagram illustrating the conscious versus unconscious. So our conscious mind is about 5% of our mind, or maybe 10, we don't really know entirely. And our unconscious mind is about 90 to 95% of our mind, but it's actually thousands and thousands and thousands of times more powerful. It's the powerhouse of our existence. So our conscious mind is everything that we're thinking about, doing, working on when we're at task. Our conscious mind is all our past memories, experiences, all our past happy moments, sad moments, any memories, things that we've learned. So conscious mind, everything you learn consciously, it's always very difficult to start with, and then it becomes unconscious automatic behaviour. Like we learned to walk, it was very difficult to start. Yes.
Juanita, I've got to say, I love where you're going. We'll have to finish up in a minute, but I just want to interrupt with some questions, right, if I can. We'll have to finish up in a moment too.
Yeah, that's all right. This is the last slide.
Oh, good. Richard Thomas just asked, Juanita, do you have to do hypnotherapy face-to-face or can they be done online?
It can definitely be done online because the only tool is my voice. And so as long as you can hear my voice, then you can be hypnotised. And there's a lot of benefit of online as well because you're wearing headphones, so my voice is going directly into your brain.
Oh, wow. So please finish up. Continue, please.
Yeah. I haven't taken too long here, but it's only been...
No, please. This is I'd love to keep you longer. This is great. Please finish up.
Yeah, no worries. And so yeah, so everything you learn consciously, and then it becomes automatic and programmed in your unconscious mind. Like if you think about learning to drive a car, it's very difficult to start with. You've got to think about 6 things at once, and then you're just driving on autopilot. You can be engrossed in a conversation with someone, and the car's not going to stop. It's still going to drive because you're driving automatically. Your body remembers how to drive because your unconscious mind is in every cell of your body. So the problem is that sometimes we put things into our unconscious mind that don't serve us, like anxiety, phobias, negative thoughts, bad habits. And our unconscious mind is very rigid. So once those things are stored in there, it's very, very hard for them to shift. And so with hypnosis, we can just relax away that barrier between the conscious and unconscious, and we can go directly into the unconscious mind and make changes. And so that's why it's so powerful. So it enables mastery in every area of your life.
Oh my God, Juanita, that's incredible. Can we give Juanita a round of applause? Juanita, thank you.
You're very welcome.
You have got wall-to-wall praise and critical acclaim. So great job. Everyone, in fact, can we please all unmute for a second and give Juanita a big round of applause? That was legendary.
Thanks,
Loved
everyone.
Thanks.
Really
cool. Awesome.
Loved
I hope
it.
you enjoyed that. I do have a webinar coming up on the 19th of September, which is an introduction to hypnotherapy, and also includes a group session, so you get to experience it, plus like simple basic skill sets of learning self-hypnosis as well. So it's all in there. I'll just add that to the chat box.
Brilliant. So just so you know, I could love to hear more from you, Juanita. Well, maybe we'll get you back for an encore. But Juanita, please share your webinar. And everyone, can we please connect with Juanita and give her another round of applause? Juanita, thank you so much. That was legendary. Very good. Thank you. I'll just mute everyone for the moment. All right. So let's keep it all moving now. The legendary Richard Thomas was asking some good questions. So Richard, over to you, my friend. How are you? Tell us a bit about what you're working on, my friend.
Hi there, Ed, and thanks, Juanita. That was fantastic. Yeah, great presentation, and good to see you, Ed, tonight. I actually learnt, has anyone ever heard of a mulligan?
No, tell us what a mulligan is, Richard.
So I
Thomas.
was going to have, I have a regular catch up with a friend of mine in Canada, and today he said, I've got to take a mulligan today. So I said, oh, what's that? So he said, go and Google it. So I Google it, and it's basically, it's a free shot that's sometimes given to a golfer in informal play. So basically he's taking a freebie for the next, taking out time out for this time around, and yeah, jumping in for next time. So there you go. Something new for the day.
Oh, legendary. And tell us a bit about what you do, Richard, and what you're working on.
So I am working on, for anyone who was here last week, I've been busily working this week on Instagram direct messaging, which is a brand new thing. So I'd actually like to piggyback on what Piero was talking about. He mentioned Clubhouse earlier. So who's on Clubhouse?
No.
Oh, a few people. Does anybody run a room on Clubhouse, a chat room? Yeah, okay. So you probably know that on Clubhouse, a lot of people use, particularly if they've got a big audience. I haven't actually used it much myself, but a lot of people use Instagram as their text chat message while they're actually doing the audio bit on Clubhouse. So I have all these people chatting away on DMs in Instagram while the Clubhouse is going on. So someone said to me, well, what about Instagram direct messaging automation? So for the guys running the room, they could say easily just DM the word show notes to get the show notes for the day, and boom, you got people into your ecosystem, onto your email list, onto your whatever. It's so powerful. It's another world of opportunity beyond just the straight Instagram itself. So there you go. That's my my biggie for today. So I've actually got a special offer going at the minute too. The spring, given that we just entered into spring.
Well, tell us about your special offer.
The
spring deal.
I've got a spot for 5 businesses that have a minimum of 5,000 followers on Instagram to get a month free. Yeah. So if you're in, I'll put the details in here, but if you want that sounds interesting to you, I'll just DM me the word spring on Instagram and you'll get the details. So I'll pop that in the chat as well. But thanks, everyone. Thanks, Ed. It's been a great night.
Richard, love your work and thank you for your contributions to Juanita's. And wasn't Juanita's presentation amazing again?
Oh, it was fabulous. Yeah, absolutely.
On the money. Love your work, Richard. And speaking about on the money, we've got Nicole Yates sitting there. We've already had Juanita, one New Zealander, speak. We need to bounce over to another legendary New Zealander. How are you, Nicole Yates? What's going on?
Correction, Ed. Raised in New Zealand, born in Australia.
Oh, so you're actually an Australian who just disappeared for a while.
I spent 18 years of my life in New Zealand, though.
Oh, there you go. So you're a bit like Russell Crowe. No, but Russell Crowe's actually a New Zealander who grew up in Australia. Is that correct?
Yes. So I'll call myself a bitzer.
A bitzer. You're a bitzer. Well, you're a powerful bitzer. What have you been working on, Nicole Yates?
Well, today, Ed, it's all about not giving up.
Oof.
And every day, it's about not giving up. That persistence, persistently, consistently, powerfully not giving up.
Yeah. And tell us a bit about what you do and how you help people, Nicole.
Well, so I help them not give up with barrier cracking strategies.
Oof.
So that's one thing. I help them with managing memory issues if they're having any sort of cognitive issues, which can happen as a result of stroke, drug and alcohol abuse, aging, accidents, brain injuries from motorbikes, sports accidents, things like that. So I help them to more effectively manage those memory issues so that they can lead a more productive life.
Oh, just powerful. Nicole, so good having you with us. We love your work, Nicole.
Thanks, mate.
All right, round of applause for you, Nicole, and love your work. Now, I'm going to say, put up your hand if you think the Zoom has been awesome, because I think it's been awesome, and it's awesome because of you, is the pure fact of that matter. And I just want to say this as well. I want to open it up to the floor. So if you want to say hello to the room, if you haven't already, or you wanted to contribute, just click the hand up button in Zoom. And what it does is it automatically ranks. And also just press the hand up button in Zoom if you want to say something. And we'll just take reactions from the floor. And again, what I love about Zoom is it puts it all in order. So it makes my job easier. So we've got Stephen from SPW Copywriting. Stephen, the floor is yours. How are you, my friend?
Fantastic. Thank you. I can't believe that I'm first.
You've got lightning reflexes. You just hit that click button first. So you've got that lightning trigger finger.
I had it prepared. I knew it was coming. Yeah, so I just want to say thank you very much to Juanita. I think that presentation was absolutely fantastic. Like, round of applause.
Yeah, here he is. Juanita's in the zone.
Now, Juanita touched on something that kind of links into something that I'm working on. So she talked about niching. As you know from the last time I was here, I've started a YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel at the moment is focusing on how to target your market and why targeting your market is important. And I talk about the different types of market segmentation. Now, that's fantastic. Obviously, it's going to be great value. But what I've learned and what I'm developing is actually a course on how to implement it yourself. So if you are interested in identifying who your target market is and you're interested in actually getting your messaging correct, then I would recommend going over to that and having a look. Just check it out. Honestly, it's there to help. It's there to help identify what it is that you should be offering to your clients. Anyway, that's the self-promotion over. In other areas of business, what I've been doing is collaborating on multiple different projects that I will announce soon. But ultimately, what I do is I help businesses put into words what it is that they do and who they do it for. So yeah, that's me done. Thank you very much.
Stephen, so good having you with us. Round of applause to you, Stephen, and thank you for your positive vibes. We love your work. Hey, we got Darren Shifu Bird. The bird is the word. I'm sure you hear that a lot, Darren.
Actually, I don't.
I don't know if you're into Family Guy, but remember how the whole Family Guy episode was Peter going the bird, 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 bird is a word. Did you watch that episode of Family Guy?
No, I didn't actually. Sorry, I'm not really a Family Guy watching person, but so sorry to rain on that one. Obviously, I got teased a lot as a kid with Bird, the name Bird, but I think the name that I'm actually wearing more now is actually this word of Shifu, and so this is something that's grown on me over the time of becoming a Shaolin disciple and teacher. I'm based here in Wollongong, New South Wales. You may have picked up from my accent already. I'm actually a Kiwi.
Hey, we love New Zealanders, and because just so you know, I'm a huge Russell Crowe fan. I love Russell Crowe. Just let you know that.
Yeah, he's not a bad export from us, I guess. But anyway, great to be here. It was a fantastic group, and I was here last week, sort of sitting more in the background, just seeing how this whole thing works. So thank you for putting this together, Edward and Zia. So that's Lassie, for putting this together. It's a fantastic group. So a little quickly about what I do. So I teach a Shaolin warrior martial arts that is both Kung Fu, and we teach Tai Chi and Qigong. Qigong is a breath work you may have come across. Very good for anxiety and stress. And in my teaching and working with people, I found that there was underlying issues that the breath work wasn't getting to. And it's from there that I actually went on to do transformational coaching with the TCI Institute.
I went to TCI. There you go. Love TCI.
Okay. I recognise some faces here, actually. Graciela's one and several other people here who've done that. And so the what I bring to my customers now is of integrating in the Eastern side of philosophy and breathing and anxiety work. And a lot of people I work with, particularly more men, but not just them, in transformational coaching and helping them out. And so, so that's why I'm here, and love to serve the group here in any way I can and network and pass people along that I can help, because I've been writing down names and copywriters, stuff like that. There's people I know, I'm even coaching in business right now that they could do with help. So love to serve and help to pass that on to other people.
Darren, we're honoured to have you with us, and come back anytime you want. Round of applause for Darren. Love your work, man.
Thank you.
Pleasure. And we got Tom's with us. Tom's, it's a pleasure having you with us. And what's happening in your world, Tom's?
Good morning, everyone. How's everyone here? I'm from actually at the moment in States. I just rolled out of my bed and I keep on rolling here on bicycle to keep my morning routine ready.
Wow.
And I just also came out of a week-long health and wellness retreat, Woodstock Fruit Festival. For those of you who haven't heard about it, it's a really amazing meeting about raw vegan lifestyle and healthy fitness. And I would recommend everyone try this out, raw vegan lifestyle. Fruits, vegetables, fresh, uncooked, and does really wonders about health. Don't have to stay your whole life on diet, even could be kind of a diet retreat or fasting regime, but it's amazing. So I recommend everyone to do that. And it also helps tremendously about reducing and managing your stress, especially for your body, physical body. And that's what I do. I'm a mindset and yoga coach, helping people to love their stress. Thank you, Ed. Have everyone a beautiful day. And
Tom's, love your work, and I love how you're pedaling away. I'm just sitting on my bed eating chocolate. Yeah. So I'm the antithesis of you, Tom. So of your raw vegan lifestyle, I mean, I had fish and chips for lunch and I'm sitting in my bed eating chocolate. So maybe I should listen to Tom's a bit more. There you go. I'm your antithesis. Love your work, Tom. No, doing great. Bounce over to the legendary buyer's agent, Amir Meshul. Amir, what do you have for us, my friend? And great having you with us as always.
I wanted to say a big shout out to John. So John Singidas has been helping me rocket world over. So if you guys haven't come across some of the posts that are in the middle of the night, the middle of the day, the morning, the afternoon, and showing up in Israel and India and the US and the UK and New Zealand, even in New Zealand. Thank you, Zev, for the shout out there. I appreciate that. But yeah, man, this is, I could not do business on my own. I love hunting for houses. I love negotiating with other selling agents. So I negotiate the price down. They try to negotiate their price up. That's what I do day in, day out. But to get on the computer, I don't know how to use these things. So John helps me spell out my calendar, invite people in, and make sure that I don't double book or triple book accidentally or on purpose. Sometimes he double books me on purpose, but there's a reason for that, and it works out. Thanks, John. I see you there. But yeah, it's all good. And no, honestly, I couldn't have done things without John. I think it's been about 9 months now, hasn't it, John?
9 or 12, 10 months already.
Wow, 10 months. You see, I've got to get John to write it on my calendar for when his anniversary is. Are we going to have a party, John?
We will.
I think. Well, you're in charge of my calendar, so if you say we will, I think we will.
Yeah, and those Filipinos, they know how to bro down. That's for sure, Amir. I'll tell you that.
No, it's a big shout out to John Singidas from 24X Direct, 24X7 Direct. Really, really appreciate your help. You guys are legends. Keep up the great work.
Amir, we love you. Can we give John and Amir a round of applause? Two absolute winners driven by abundance, and we love abundance around here. And speaking of abundance, we've got my very handsome friend, Thomas Dean, on the line. Thomas Dean, how are you, my friend? And thank you for that video you sent me earlier as well. I appreciate that.
Mate, you are very welcome. So this week has been a very interesting week for me. Now, if anyone knows, I've got a neurodysfunction disorder. So I've been able to meet this guy that calls himself the pain magician. Now, without touching, like telling me to do big stretches and that, this does this to me, tells me to touch my head in weird spots, and the pain is actually going away slowly.
Wow.
With my pain and that. So it's, it's incredible. And basically what he's doing, he's reconnecting the brain. I don't know if anyone's heard of how you can connect one side of your brain to the other, your back of your brain to your front, by doing things, and reset points, he calls them. So, yeah. And other than that, we've been getting into YouTube with a bit of video, getting into like what Edward Zia does. And we've finished another module this week. Another one down. So good old Amir has been getting his whip out like usual. But no, we've been going really well at it. And we're going to smash them all out again tomorrow and keep going. So it's been a big week, but I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Now I can say great job, and just keep up that whipping, Amir and Thomas. We love whipping around here.
And just another thing, Amir. Edward. I got within the competition for Entrepreneur of the Year.
No way.
Yeah, so I was basically finalist from 400. Didn't win, but I got a certificate at the end of it.
Yeah. I don't win anything, so you're already a winner in my book. There you go, Thomas. In fact, even if you didn't win that competition, you're still a winner. That's all I can say. You win the Edward Zia Hall of Fame instantly.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
No, but seriously, Thomas, you work hard. Love your work. Can we give Thomas a round of applause? Thomas, you're awesome. And tonight, we have got the amazing Tasha Cole with us. Tasha, great having you with us. Please unmute and just thank you.
Thank you, Edward. Hi, everyone. This is my second time being here. I really tried to make it Thursday, just life has got in the way, unfortunately, but I'm back and I will be coming more. I'm originally from South Africa, and that's currently where I am now, but I'm based between England, and South Africa in between. So yeah, I'm actually known as Miss Kiff, which is Miss Cool, and I'm a digital marketing strategist. Before I continue, I just want to say if anybody's interested in defining your niche, and I would highly recommend always analyzing your customer avatar. And who's helping me with that is Stephen Westwood. I've gone through all his YouTube videos already, and he's given me loads of templates, and he's just incredible. Every time I just phone him up, I'm like, this is doing my head in. Can you help me, mate? So yeah, just brilliant. So what I do, I'm actually broadcasting from CoUnity, which is a shared workspace in Hermanus, South Africa, whale watching town. And I actually came here to flog the place, and in exchange I got to work in this beautiful room for free. So you can find me on my YouTube channel, which is Miss Kiff. So what I do is I do day in the life, and I like to really promote businesses through this pandemic, and I do that through energy exchange, but also just to create awareness. Now, what I'm really focusing on is I launched a show on every Monday called Empower Social Strategy, which is all about, I give you free tips on how to refocus your implementation with lead generation and conversions. Now, what does that actually mean? So a lot of the time we tend to just be chaotic and within business, and you need to refocus yourself. So if you have any questions, it's absolutely free. You could check it out on my YouTube channel. I'll put the link in the description, in the chat box. But the whole idea is it was influenced by kind of the struggle of South Africans at the moment. Our economy is crushed, as the world has, but especially here. I want to really launch a community hub, which is absolutely free for my local community, so that they can learn digital skills and get their business online, so that they can make money online. They don't have to be the modern day slavery person. So that show will be contributing towards my bigger product. So please do check it out, because I really want to help our community. And then I want to give you some freebies today, everybody. So I've just recently launched my productivity calendar, and you can download it free. You can also attach it to your desktop. It's a September calendar for 2021. So please do check that out. And I have a free 5-day blog writing challenge, which this blog writing challenge is ranked on the first page of Google within literally 4 weeks. So yeah, I can just blabber on. So thank you so much, and good to connect.
Pleasure. Please share your links, Pasha. Round of applause, and please share your links. And thank you, Miss Kiff. There you go, Miss Kiff. Thank you. And we've got the extremely dangerous and yet more legendary New Zealanders. And I love New Zealanders because I love Russell Crowe. We've got Clem Hoyle. How you doing, Clem?
Hi, Ed. I'm doing well. How you doing in Sydney? You all right? You're still hanging in there with lockdown?
Yeah, it's pretty. Lassie and I are very lucky. Lassie and I have a really good business model, but I tell you what, it's pretty crazy. It's tough when you have those heavy lockdowns. It messes with your head, doesn't it, Clem?
It does. Yeah, now tell me about it. It's a bit like that over here. So Auckland and Northland are still at level 4, which our dear Prime Minister's still left right in full lockdown.
Wow.
And the rest of the country's on level 3, which is just slightly less. But I'd say it'll be around for a while. They're trying to chase elimination, it'll never happen actually. But anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry. So look, I'm from Invercargill in the deep south, as you know, Ed. So hello, everybody. And a big thanks to all those that have already spoken. Really enjoyed the presentations. I've been in the tyre industry, tyre wholesale, for over 10.5 years. Before that, had my own promotional marketing company. Before that was in tyre retail. So right now I'm just taking a bit of time out, a sabbatical, if you like, I suppose, and summing up my life and looking for a new challenge, just figuring out what I'm doing, where I'm going from here. So taking stock pretty much, and that's where I'm at. Yeah, that's me.
Clem, I love your rawness and authenticity. And round of applause to you, Clem.
Thank you.
Love your work, Clem. And we thank you, Clem. We got Justine Fox. Justine, great having you with us. What's going on, Justine? Tell us all about you.
Hi, everyone. There's not a lot happening with me at the moment because I've been sick, but I'm better now. But I'm actually a VA by trade, but that's been a bit quiet with all this lockdown and crap going on. So I need some work, basically.
Sure. Gotcha. Well, you're in the right place to connect with winners.
So anyone want any telesales breakdown? I'm your girl.
Oh, Justine, absolutely. We love you, Justine. There we go. Round of applause to you, Justine. And please connect with Justine and see if anyone can help out. Everyone can help you out. Justine, we love your work. And last, but definitely not least, we have Graciela. Graciela.
Hello. I thought you forgot about me.
No. It just your hands up. When you put up your hand on Zoom, I can't miss you that way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Edward. Thank you so much. I am Graciela. I am the founder of Graceful Coaching. I help people who lost connection with themselves and they feel stuck, confused, and without clear direction. I specialize in supporting overwhelmed parents with special needs children in connecting with themselves and embracing challenging emotions with a loving and positive mindset, allowing them to form a stronger bond with their children as they truly are. I blend my life experience as the mother of a special needs child together with my coaching certification experience and positive energy to guide and support these parents. Please be also, I have a great news. I will be relaunching my business tonight. So I will be giving a great offer. So keep an eye out of LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook, please. Graceful Coaching. Thank you.
Graciela, we love you. And round of applause to you. And that brings us to the end of our Zoom tonight. But we haven't finished just yet because we're after the closing red pill or the closing thought. And definitely, I'm eyeing off a net to Vishen tonight. We don't get a net very often. So while we've got a net, I want to go to a net to Vishen for the closing thought. So Annette, what's your final red pill you want to drop on us to keep us all thinking during the week?
My final red pill would be to keep your mind active on things that are matching, like maybe your business or what someone else is doing. Keep learning, keep growing, and don't watch too much media, Channel 7, Channel 9. Let's just get ourselves focused and grow and into personal development mode. That's my red pill for you tonight.
Oh, and what a
growing and
sweet,
developing.
what a sweet tasting red pill. Annette, round of applause to Annette. And I just want to say thank you for coming to our Zoom. I'm going to get up the recording right now. If you are live, thank you for coming. If you're watching the recording, make sure you connect with these winners. Please unmute, friends. Give the person next to you a round of applause and thank you for an incredible evening. Love your work.
Annette, I owe you